Alright, so today I decided to platinum The Sims 4. This is an absolute classic game. If you haven't personally played it, I'm sure a girl you know probably has. But the game is said to be one of the grindiest platinums if you aren't going for it directly, because almost every trophy requires you to go way out of your way compared to the normal game's gameplay. There's a total of 51 trophies inside, including the platinum, and the guide says it takes 30 hours to complete with 4 playthroughs included. But if you head on over to this little section on the guide page called the Platinum Trophy Walkthrough, you can get it done in around 2 to 4 hours, which is insane. And it's also what I did today. So huge shout out to the people who worked on this guide, because it is a giant time saver even in 2024 when some of the steps don't totally work like they used to. But essentially the main method for getting this platinum so quick is to download a bunch of pre-save galleries from other people that are meant to either pop you a trophy right away upon loading in, or have it all set up for you to just finish off the trophy yourself, making it a wondrous time with minimal confusion included. Now the first real step to getting this platinum is to get the hardest trophy or most annoying one out of the way first, that being a trophy called Black Widow. The description is to have a sim outlive 5 spouses. I know what you're thinking. God damn, that girl is going to be loaded. And you're right, because upon loading into the preset for this trophy, I got a trophy called Rosebud for having over 1 million simoleons. And that's pretty much just this game's currency that you use to spend on like furniture or something. And right away after just picking an empty plot of land to do this on, I noticed that the old people who were supposed to die, they did not.
Oh my god!
Yeah, back in the good old days, or a few years ago, all of these old dudes were supposed to just drop dead nearly right away. But after EA had updated The Sims 4 and added some tweaks and changes, it made them last a lot longer than previously, which put a dent in my platinum run immediately and made me very unsure of this working or not. This also led me to just load up a different save with another guy's preset that was for the same trophy, and it also did not work. But this time I got a trophy called Full House for having max people in a home, so that's something I guess. Now speaking of the Black Widow trophy I mentioned we were trying to get first, because it's the worst one in the game, I did in fact return to the original family and decided to just wait a few in-game days after reading some comments mentioning that this is all you have to do to make it work. So I just kind of sat there then waiting for time to pass, researching other trophies and all of that busy work. And eventually the first guy died of old age, and I actually got 4 trophies from this. The first one was from having a sim stay up for 24 hours straight. Yes, I did strip them of their beds. I thought that would help them go to the other side faster. Who knows, the thought process. Maybe I'm just a psychopath. Anyways, then I got one from having a sim die of natural death, because the dude did die from old age, as we know. And thirdly, it was from a sim actually becoming max thin and max fat within a lifetime. No clue why that popped here, but it did. And the final trophy was then from having a sim just do nothing social for 24 hours, because I was not interacting with anything in the game, leaving it pretty much just running. However, that sadly did not mean that the other 3 dudes were gonna die right after. Oh no, I had to wait around for another 40-ish to an hour minutes for them to die. And I also ended up just throwing in this fat girl character who actually does die right away when in the world, but I wasn't really sure if that would work with the trophy. However, it did end up being a good idea, since after the last one I added in passed away, there was only 1 man standing, and I finally got the Black Widow trophy. Now for a little bit of time reference, that took me almost 2 hours to get, and I only spent around 4 on the platinum, so that's kind of crazy. However, the hardest part is now done, and now we get to go in and do more trophies that don't take hours upon hours to get, thank the Lord above. Next trophy I went after was called Hello Darkness, My Old Chum, and it's from having a sim befriend the Grim Reaper. Now this is easily done by just loading in the preset the guide says to, and it still works, because upon loading the world in and having the Grim Reaper interact with one of these chicks dressed like a modern woman, you get the trophy pop without issue. I then went after 2 ghost trophies from having an entire family of playable ghosts and just having a ghost in your household, which again, this preset thankfully still works in 2024, and after throwing in the ghost family, both of these trophies popped right away by the grace of God's succulent juices.
Hey yo!
The next trophy on the hit list was called Triple Play, and it's from having a sim give birth to triplets. However, for some reason I did not get triplets first try, which was kind of odd, but I'm guessing the 2 ladies in the preset just have high chances of triplets or something. I have no idea, but after reloading it, I did get them and the trophy from it. And then there was also another trophy to do here from having a sim light a birthday cake and then blow out the candles, which in turn ages them up, I guess, and is a trophy. This also did not work first try, by the way, which I have no idea why again, but it did on my second try, so that's cool. And the next preset I loaded up was called the Legacy House. This is because some legend played through a household for 26 generations or more, and then right away when you load up the world, you get the Alphabet Legacy trophy pop, which, let's be honest, this is probably a multiple hour-long grind of just fast-forwarding time, if not for this saved world. So huge W for the time save. That is actually crazy. I then loaded up kind of the last real save we are using today. Yes, this platinum has been that quick, but these final saves are used to both max all of the careers in the game with various characters, and also right away there was a step that had us make a character drink an insta-large potion, making them very fat, and then an insta-lean potion potion, making them very skinny again. But upon doing that, I actually got, and I'm not kidding with you, 20 trophies popped at the exact same time. And only 4 of them popped, so if anyone knows how to make the PS5 show all of those, please let me know. I'm not sure if that's a possible thing, but it's kind of lame only seeing 4 show up when the other 16 are just in the shadows. I feel scammed almost, even though I have no clue why that did so many, but it's great regardless. And all those trophies, by the way, were from just getting a sim to reach max level in like literally every skill of the game. And now that I'm reading through all 20 of them, yes, that is legitimately what that was. So apparently if you just cut weight like crazy, you get levels. I again have no idea why that worked. But again, with that same lady who just fattened up our trophy wallet, we gave her an inspired potion to make her more creative or something. Hell, even inspired. And then we told her to go write a mystery book on the computer, which in turn, if done right, makes her complete 5 aspirations. So that's cool, and I got a gold trophy from that as well. So now the rest of this family all needs like 1 good workday if you're lucky to get them max in their respectable careers. And to do this, you also have to do each person's daily task, which is usually just something simple like writing a book on the computer, for example, or mentoring someone working out, even just researching things. It truly depends on their job, but none of them are hard to do. So I did do all of those, and then as I was waiting for each person's job day to come up, so I could tell them to work hard as they say, which increases the chance of them leveling up, I was going after another trophy called Splice of Life. And it's actually very easy to get this because it entirely just consists of you planting a bunch of shit and then cutting them when they're fully grown. And after cutting a few, you will end up getting an option to graft a plant, which once done, you get the trophy, so that wasn't too bad. And that was the only other trophy I could get for right now, so I had to keep on playing until, as I said, all of my sims had their next job day. And the first 2 to go to work were the athletic career guy and the tech guru lady. But all I had to do was just select them while working and say work hard, and in turn, after they completed their job, they both leveled up to the max of their career, and I got 2 trophies from those. A few hours later on in the game, after those 2 jobs, the secret agent and writer then went to work, and in the same process, I told them to work real hard for that bag, and upon them returning, 2 more trophies popped into my lap. The entertainer was then also at work late at night, and as usual, once she returned, she maxed her career, and I got that trophy also, which by the way was the final person's career we can get maxed with these people. So I then loaded up the second group of people with careers almost at max, and it's actually the same people just with different careers in an alternate timeline. But this time there was a bit more to do while just doing my daily tasks. I had to build a rocket ship and also rizz up a girl to get 2 sims to woohoo, if you know what I'm saying, in the rocket ship. What a great use of government funding. And that was also the first trophy I did get from this step, just woohooing in the rocket ship. But that was also happening at almost the same time as the other people's job days began to trickle in, and I got the criminal career to max, as a matter of fact, first for this trophy right here. But sadly within this step I did have to redo a few job days for some people because I just didn't get the max level, I guess. Not totally sure why, however I would go on to get the painter max, the business career max, and the astronaut career maxed out for 3 trophies at the same time. And then I had to wait around for 20 minutes because the dumbass culinary girl, as I said, would not get a max level even though I was doing her daily tasks and everything. Kinda pissing me off a little bit, but it's fine, because eventually she did as we expected. And that is all the job trophies done, leaving us with just a few random easy ones to complete now. First being called Basket Case, and it's from having a sim go in and out of all the primary emotional states within 24 hours. And surprise, surprise, we played as a woman to get this. So I don't know what that says about, but I got the trophy after just waiting around, so that's a W. I then had to woohoo with a ghost, and there's a way to do this with the career people preset previously, but it requires some commands, and I didn't know how to work those properly. So I just loaded up the ghost family from earlier, and then added on some random dude and had him rizz up a chick for a hot minute, then do the thing, and I got the trophy. So now all that remains is to have a sim listen to all of the radio stations and watch all of the TV channels, which is very easily done by just using one sim and having them, watch all of the channels and listen to all the stations. Very simple. And here's that trophy pop along with the platinum trophy added onto it. So that was the Sims 4 platinum trophy experience, at least, the easy version. And I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of feel bad for doing this game in this way, but doing it the legit way with no preset would actually be torture. Like, I have no idea how you would even go about some of those trophies without losing your mind in the process. Also, I feel like I can't really rate the Sims 4 because, well, I didn't exactly play it. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one.